Earlier, I made a video about the owners of Leyou Technologies selling their shares of the company, which includes Digital Extremes and all assets. A lot of individuals proclaim that there is no downhill due to the fact that they are still making money, even after the financial reports show that Warframe went downhill from 200 million plus a year to around 170 million and even lower than that. A lot of people were still concerned and did not understand what I meant in that video, and this is why I'm taking this moment to give you a breakdown on how investors and economists deal with this. Even show you the stock market for DE and how it has been crashing over the past 18 months. Also, this will show you the flow of money within Leyou Technologies. Financial literacy is very important to a lot of us, and I am lucky to be getting help from a lot of people out there who have been able to explain this to me as well. I am not lying or fear-mongering. I am trying to make each gamer aware of this and what is going on, and if you are new to Warframe, chances are you're not going to see this or experience this at all. Take this as you will. I don't hate DE or Warframe. I still play the game as someone who has spent over $5,000 on the game within 2013 and 2018. I can say that I definitely love Warframe more than a lot of you do. And this is information that I will be sharing today, and I will be going deeper into those financial records and the stocks. So all this information is coming from a place of love. This is Leyou Technologies quarterly financials, and you can pull this up on any database that is current on the stock market. So Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, it doesn't matter where you use, Dow, Nasdaq, all their websites are going to be able to show you this as well. This is a year-to-year comparison, and the reason why they do the year-to-year comparison is because it allows us for an accurate representation of the current state of a company. Now, this is Leyou Technologies, and because Warframe is their biggest flagship, this could also be used as a direct picture of what is going on with Digital Extremes as well. Once again, this is coming from the database. These are quarterly reports compared to 2018. In March 2019, the revenue was down by 2.05%. Net income was down by 26.29%. Net profit margin went down by 24.74%. Operating income was down by 38.65%. Net change in cash was down by 443.02%. Cash on hand was down by 35.72%, but the cost of revenue went up by 22.42%. And this result was also the same for June 2019, as I believe that they merged those quarters together. Now, moving on to September 2019, revenue went down 9.41%, which is almost 4 times what it was in 2018. Net income went down 326.12%, which is even larger than the previous year. Net profit margin went down 349.54%, which is also larger than the previous year. Operating income went down 76.18%. Now, if you don't know, operating income is what you get after you subtract the recurring cost to keep a business open and operational. Cash in hand went down 32.31%. Cost of revenue actually went down 9.93%, and the same thing goes for December. Now, let's say these numbers are a little bit tricky for you to understand. One of the easier ways to know this is through color coding, and a lot of these websites do so by just showing you a red number or a green number. If you see a green number, that is something that is seen as a benefit or an improvement. If you see red numbers, that shows something going downhill, and you can also notice that with the arrows to the side of those numbers as well. When it comes to determining the value of a company, a lot of investors will often look at trends in addition to the year-to-year comparison. They take inconsistencies more serious than just a downward slope, and this also trickles down to all the companies that they manage or own as well. For example, this dip in March 18 and 19 of 2020 is a bigger red flag than any growth that they would ever get. Now, this is the nature of the stock market. However, when you look at Glassdoor reviews for Digital Extremes, for Leyou Technologies, Splash Studios, the ones who created Dirty Bomb, you will see that some of these issues are quite similar across all the Leyou companies. The owners also acknowledged this decline, making it obvious that things are not going too well. Now, maybe I shouldn't have used the word death in the previous video because it's a trigger word and it triggers a lot of emotions right now, but this is a data that you can use for your own decisions. Look at this. Go online and pull it up. We all have internet. If you're watching this video right now, you have access to the internet and you're able to pull this up. I've seen a lot of people posting on Reddit, saying all different things, calling me different names, and I really don't care. Some people are like, oh my god, it's not healthy. A lot of times when I bring up this type of videos, and because I'm talking about someone or something that people like, that's when they decide that it's not healthy. But the moment I talk about someone or something that they don't like, then it's okay. But this is one of those things that we have to educate ourselves on. A lot of us have been fighting loot boxes for years now, and these are the type of things that you see happen to a company before they begin that we should start pumping out loot boxes and start pumping out ways to garner more money. These companies are losing money, which means the only other option or outlet is to sell the company to someone who is patented ideas on how to make monetization on microtransactions work. So they're selling to iDreamSky, CVC, and of course Tencent, being the mediator, also owns a certain percentage of these companies as well. So that is one of the things that you have to examine or look into whenever you're looking at these companies and trying to see what is going to happen to them within the next few years. I'm not saying Warframe is going to die, but there's going to be a major shift as this deal goes through. The initial price or the initial buy price was 1.4 billion last year, but after this report came out, they were able to renegotiate back to 1.3 billion. Now, once again, a lot of people ask this question: well, if the company wasn't making money and it wasn't this and it wasn't that, then why did it cost that much? Well, for a lot of buyers, they see opportunity and ways to monetize in a community or a player base that is maybe 50 million and more. So if you can monetize across all those people, then you can at least get a whole lot of millions before the game crashes down or before the studio moves on to something else. And I know that they're also involved in Lord of the Rings game, so I don't know how that is going to go. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think about it, and feel free to share, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so. I tend to do this from time to time when I just break down a lot of things, and it is not just Warframe. Please believe me, it is not just Warframe. I've talked about Division 2, I've talked about Anthem, I've talked about a lot of games, so I'm not just picking on your game. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.